Yeah, I'm so thrilled and so happy um, to meet you and to have such a trustworthy company. Yeah. Okay. So, who makes a land purchase without seeing it? I do. Why? Because of this, because of Anwar, the person I'm talking to right now. No, well, fortunately, we've got another week in Grand Cayman, so he's going to meet us again. This concierge service is top of the line. Okay, so we're going to land in Grand Cayman. He's going to meet us there.
So here we are today. This is a very, very special podcast, and I'm going to tell you why. My client, my friend, Reuben, is actually in the Cayman Islands. He's gone down there to have a visit, to have a look at his location, which is on Cayman Brac. But not only that, he's taken a visit throughout the island and Grand Cayman as well. And thank you, Reuben, for being here today.
It is absolutely my pleasure, and thank you for allowing me to be here. And let me just say, this is unscripted. This is off the cuff. Whoever sees this, I'm just appreciative to be here and be able to talk about this magical place that I'm in right now.
Fantastic. You know what? Reuben's been a client of mine for a couple of years now, if not more. And, one of the great opportunities, Reuben, is when we first met, we spoke about the Cayman Islands and, the information that we provided to you. And now you're there. You're actually there looking at your location. How does it feel?
Like I just mentioned, it is magical. We had the opportunity to explore the island, both sides, and it really is. It really takes you away from the hustle and bustle of life, and you really have a chance to relax. I mean, this is the first time, I'll be honest, in probably 5 years, I've really unwind. Had the chance to go to the beach and read a book and just think about history and where I am right now, where I'm going, without all the distractions of life. This place is, the 1,800 people here. You drive around the island, everybody waves at you. It is, it feels like home. Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. And I'll just let you know, Ruben's there with his partner, Elba. But Elba, I do believe, is at the hairdressers at the moment.
That's right. That's right. She found a hairdresser. Actually, there's quite a few here on the
Yeah.
island. It's a small island, but they've got 4 or 5 places where you can get your nails done and get your hair done. And so you're not totally disconnected from life. You've got those modern day conveniences. Yeah.
Thank you. Did
Right.
you go to the bakery? Just to get that in there, what I recommend. Have you been there yet?
Of course. Yeah, you recommended that. We went there. We still have it over there in the counter. The thing is huge.
Fantastic.
It can last us a couple days. Yeah, nice, fresh, warm bread that's baked every day, so you can get warm, fresh bread every morning for breakfast if you'd like with your coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And go
wonderful.
sit right on the dock near there as well and have a nice coffee.
That's
Yeah,
right.
fantastic.
That's
And
right.
I just want
Yeah.
to tell people, you've been a client of mine for a few years now, and we communicate quite a lot, even though your purchase was, like I said, a few years ago. But it's great that we still communicate. We send messages to each other. We keep in close contact. When you wanted to visit, we set it up for you, made sure we got the concierge service in operation, and you even met our director, Mr. Johnny McClean.
That's right. I recommend that to everybody. Don't just look for property to buy. You need the concierge service. Look, we flew over from Grand Cayman to Cayman Brac, got our bags. He wouldn't even let us put the bags in the car. He got out of the car, took our bags, put them in the put them in the vehicle, drove us around the island, showed us all of the hot spots and where to go and where you can relax. And the concierge service is just amazing. Took our bags up to our room, took us out to the property, showed us the property. We met some of the locals here. Just a great service, and that's just tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more involved in that concierge service. I'm sure if you've watched these podcasts, it's something you don't want to neglect. You want to have that concierge service when you purchase here on the Brac.
Fantastic. Do you know what? That's a recommendation to our
Yeah.
director, Mr. Johnny McClean, who really does provide excellent service for all our clients. And I just wanted to ask about your journey. How do you feel from when you first made the purchase all the way through our communication, how we've taken care, I've always been there to answer any questions?
Yeah. Okay. So who makes a land purchase without seeing it? I do. Why? Because of this, because of Anwar, the person I'm talking to right now. So right away we could feel and we could see the trustworthiness of Anwar. He was able to answer every single question we had without delay. If we needed some documents within 24 hours, we had those documents. Any question we had, we were able to get an answer to it right away. That trustworthiness was built on day one. And so within, I think it was what, and we're 30 to 45 days, we made the decision, purchased the
Right.
property, and just best decision ever.
Do you know, I really appreciate
Yeah.
that reply, really do. And, and I'm just so happy that we're here today and, you're enjoying it and having a great time. So, what's your plan? How's your plans been? What's your plan today?
Well, I'm trying to get over the fact that I'm upset that I have to leave today. Uh, so that's my plans. We're leaving this evening. So of course we're going to go out. Soon right after this phone call, we'll go get some bread from the bakery. We'll pick up some souvenirs, probably hit the beach and go out to the lighthouse to see that view from the bluff, that panoramic view from the lighthouse is just, I used to live in Monterey, California, and we had something similar, but this tops that, just the view from the bluff. I can't even explain it. Please come here. Your first stop should be to the lighthouse so you can see that 140-foot drop off and nothing but the ocean in the background. Go there, see the sunset, see the stars at night. Again, it's just a magical place. Yeah.
You know what? That's great. Great recommendations for Cayman Brac. How do you find the people,
Mhm.
Reuben? The people you've met, how do they make you feel? The community, the locals?
Okay, so some of the locals, they have little kiosks along the road. So we stopped at one to have lunch, and the owner of that kiosk, he and came down out of the kiosk, sat down with us, explained everything. We didn't ask him. He just simply started talking to us, told us about the island, told us where we can go, where we can get the best fish. Um, and he felt like it felt like he was a friend of ours for years, but we had just met him. And we found that to be with every local on the island, that they just want to talk to you, and there's no other they're not trying to get anything from you. They're just friendly people, so and that's from both sides of the island, no matter where you go. These 1,800 people that live here, no matter who you meet, they're going to be extremely friendly. So we like it here for
I'm sure
sure.
you'll be coming back. Definitely, I'm sure. And just to add as well, how you've been in Grand Cayman. How did you find Grand Cayman?
Oh, we love Grand Cayman too. Look, so if you want to go to the east side of the island, as we call it, the East End, it's kind of like Cayman Brac. It's, you've got the locals. There's no touristy sections where it's overcrowded or too many light displays or what have you. You can really relax on the east side of the island. But if you wanted to go to Georgetown and you wanted to go to, like, let's say, a nightclub or restaurants or bars or things like that, you can just go over to that side of the island and you can experience all that. Maybe that's something you experience in the United States. It's kind of like that over in Georgetown. But if you want to relax on Grand Cayman, you just go to the East End or maybe to Rum Point and you take off your shoes and you put your feet in the sand and you just chill out you know. So I like Grand Cayman.
Yeah, yeah. Which is always a great part of the Cayman Islands, Grand Cayman as well. And just talking about East End, I don't know if Mr. McLean took you to our signature development there.
No, well, fortunately, we've got another week in Grand Cayman, so he's going to meet us again. This concierge service is top of the line. Okay, so we're going to land in Grand Cayman. He's going to meet us there. In fact, just to note, he left. He left like 8 loaves of bread here that we're bringing back to him. So he's going to pick us up at the airport, and he's going to take us to what you just mentioned, to some other places, show us some hot spots there in Grand Cayman. So just the concierge service is just, uh, I've never experienced anything like this.
Yeah, do you know what? That's as I said, that's the service from Mr. Johnny McClean, always, always for all our clients. Now, I know you've been to the location, and the good news, you've seen the infrastructure completed. You've had a look at the location where it's situated. Mr. McClean took you, didn't he?
He did. Yeah, we were impressed to see, and I know you didn't ask me this question, but we were impressed to see the new school that's being built. It's a state of art, not only the school, but there's a sports complex, I believe, right next to it. And it's state of the art. So we are looking forward to that being built, and we're looking forward to the port being built. And I think the BRAC will be the next hotspot for anybody to come and really vacation and experience everything they want to experience in an island vacation. This will be the place very soon.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, one of the like I say, with the Cayman Islands, it's everything. You know, you've experienced it. I'm so happy you have with the locals going around, having a look at, you know, the new development, the school, and yeah, and also Mr. McLean taking you around as well. I can tell you're having a great time. So I don't want to keep you too long. There's too much for you to do there. So I'm really happy that we've had this time to, you know, for you to experience the Cayman Islands. It's, you know, it's the first time you've done that since you made your purchase,
Yes.
and I can tell you're enjoying it.
I appreciate that. And just let me say that. So I'm in the disaster recovery emergency preparedness business. That's what I do. I'm a director of a company. And so I'm always on the lookout for what the problem could be. So when we came here, first thing I'm thinking about, okay, what do I have to worry about? Do I have to worry about crime? Do I've got to, you know, what am I on the lookout for? And let me tell you something. You could walk this island at 9 o'clock at night from one end to the next, and you won't have an issue. There's virtually zero crime here. Zero. They have four policemen on the island if that tells you anything. So, thank you for what you've done to help us with this purchase, Anwar. We really appreciate it.
No, I appreciate you being my client. I appreciate you being my
Yeah.
client. I just want to point one thing: how accessible as well from Grand Cayman to fly to Cayman Brac. How was the flight? How was that?
A breeze. A breeze. You put your backpack on and zip your credit card. Very low price to fly over and fly back. You can even fly over to Little Cayman, which is a 7 minute, no, 6 minute flight to Little Cayman. So island hopping, if you want to do that, fun. That's fun. So if you get bored here on Cayman Brac, which you probably won't, but if you do, you could go over to Little Cayman, or you could go back over to Grand Cayman same day. You don't have to book a week in advance. You can go to the airport, buy a ticket, hop on a plane, and get over. So this is, the convenience is wonderful.
Do you know what? I just want to say, go and enjoy your day, Reuben. I'm so happy you did this for me, and I can tell. You know what? You've made me happy just seeing how happy you are. So go and enjoy that sunshine. Go to the bakery, get some fantastic sourdough bread, and enjoy the rest of the day.
All right. Yeah, I'm so thrilled and so happy um, to meet you and to have such a trustworthy company. And um, I think that's it. That's it. So I appreciate it.
Perfect way, perfect way. Reuben, go and enjoy the day. I'll give you a call later, my friend.
All right. Thanks so
Thank you so
much.
much. You take care.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Bye now.
So, thank you, Reuben, for that. That was absolutely amazing. And enjoy the rest of your time in the Cayman Islands. So, remember, if you've enjoyed what you've heard here today, don't forget to like, comment, and more importantly, subscribe. We'll be seeing you soon.